Ladies and gentlemen, with me today, I have Demarion Alexander out of China Spring High School. We probably could have done this one in person, to be completely honest with you. He's right down the road from me. But, man, it has been great to have him here on the show with me. He's a standout guy on defense, just completely lighting it up. Um, the past couple of years, especially this last game, I've heard a lot of stuff about how impressive he was against Lorena. Uh, so, man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here. Absolutely blessed to be in this position right now.
That's awesome, man. Um, so, take me through what season's already started for you, but take me through what you've been up to just this past off season and what you were doing to get ready for this coming year.
This off season, usually like in the past years, I usually go to my cousin's house in Dallas and work out with him every day. But this off season, I did something a little different. I worked out with my team the whole off season. We did a lot of agility things, strength and conditioning, and all that stuff. And it was real good. Just bonding with my guys and getting ready for this upcoming season.
That's great. So you're going through, you're doing all that stuff. You've got a few offers in the bag right now. Um, take me through some of those offers and how you ended up getting them, and some of the camps that you attended that I guess broke you out on that stuff.
It all started with Baylor, honestly. I blew up off of Baylor back in my freshman year. That's when I first started going to camps. Uh, Freshman year, that's when I got my Baylor offer, and then ever since then, college has just been rolling in, contacting me, following me on Twitter and all of that stuff, and I'm just truly blessed. And then just this past year, I got my TCU offer, and it's just been great. And like, it's unreal that I'm in this position today.
Yeah, and speaking of today, today is September 1st. It's the day that kind of opens the door for all the
Yes,
21 commit or 2021 guys. Who are some of the guys that have reached out to you just in the last few hours that have been trying to get a hold of you and talk to you a bit more?
well, of course, Baylor they hit me up, but to add to the list, University of Washington hit me up, and Texas Tech hit me up just not too long ago. So those two just came through the door.
Those are those aren't two slouch schools by any means. Washington's been a force the past few years, and then of course Texas Tech with Matt Wells, they're doing some big things up there right now. Is there anybody that's kind of standing out to you right now? And I know you only have just a few offers, but is out of any of the people that have contacted you and talked with you, is there anybody that's kind of recruiting you a little bit harder, kind of, I guess, separating themselves just a little bit more from the pack right now?
Absolutely, Baylor. So that's just by far all of them because I'm so close to home and it's right down the street. So I'm there like every game. I'm gonna be here every game, every home game. I'm gonna be there, and they just every time I go up there, they show me love, and it feels like home. No place like home.
That's awesome. That's a great feeling. Um, is there a timetable that you have set on when you want to make a decision by on whoever that may be? I know not too long ago when I was with 247, we had spoken some, and you had aimed for a September timetable, something around then. Um, and then as more teams started to take a little bit more interest in you, it looks like that may have been pushed back a little bit, possibly. Do you have, I guess, a certain timetable that you want to set, or are you going to let things feel out now that you're starting to see a little bit more interest from other schools?
But now that a lot of more schools are coming in, I'm wait it out, wait the process out. I'm put it in God hands and let him handle everything else.
Completely understandable, especially when you've got multiple options on the table. And every school that you've named so far, Baylor, TCU, Washington, Texas Tech, all of them great schools to attend. What are some of the things that the schools have said to you that kind of stand out? What about your game do they really seem to enjoy and like?
A lot of schools they love my speed. I'm not a big guy, like a huge defensive end type guy, but I can beat a lot of offensive linemen with my speed, and that just separates me from the rest of the defensive linemen in my class, anywhere. Like I can get around those big guys. So I'm fast off that twitch. The snap of the ball, I'm there.
Have they talked about you dropping back to outside linebacker or anything like that, or is it mostly just keeping you at defensive end?
Uh, Mostly just rushing the passer. I'm gonna be in pass coverage, obviously, a little bit because that I got to strengthen that, and that's where China Spring used me at in the passing game and in the rushing.
It definitely shows in the film that we've been showing right here the whole time. You definitely get off the ball extremely quick, get back there. It's showing you in pass coverage several times, and you do a great job. Pursuit angles are there on everything, cutting across the field. Uh, I mean, you do it all. It's great to see. It's great to watch. Whoever gets you at the next level, and it's not like it's happening anytime soon. You're a 2021 guy.
Right.
You still got a whole nother year to play and improve your game, which
So,
who knows what that's going to look like at your senior year when you're already doing some of these things.
yes,
Um,
sir.
but man, it has been great having you on the show. China Spring has always been a force down here in Waco and a school to keep an eye on for recruits coming out of. Um, so I hope y'all do some awesome things this year, and especially you get some personal accolades. I'm gonna be trying to swing back over there, see you for a game sometime soon. But
Okay.
man, I really appreciate you having being on the show with me. And at some point in time, midway through the season, definitely want to get you back for a mid-season update, possible update on your recruiting and everything else. Um, so just be looking forward to that. And again, thank you so much for being on the show, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.